what's up? Today's video is gonna be a little bit different because I'm gonna show you how to shoot and edit B-roll on your phone, whether you have an Android phone or an iPhone. Now, the challenge is that I haven't made a shot list and I haven't picked a song for the sequence yet. And usually, I like to do both of them before I press record. And trust me, it will be a lot easier if you do it beforehand. But I do have a general idea for the video in my mind. I'm gonna be using this notebook and this pen, and I'm gonna build a story of me writing down something in the notebook. But it has to be a cohesive story even though I'm improvising all the shots. So in other words, I need a beginning, a middle, and an ending. So I will film the sequence using my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I'm going to use the camera app called ProTake, and another good one is an app called Filmic Pro. But if you just want to use your phone's native camera app, that's totally fine too. But I do recommend using manual settings to get more consistent and professional looking results. For the next shot, I got this cool idea that I could roll the pen like this and then grab it like that. And with my phone, I can have the phone on this towel and slide it on the table and follow the movement. Okay, now that all of the iPhone footage has been filmed, it's time for me to show you how to edit the footage and the sequence using your phone. And I'm gonna be using the VN Video Editor app, which is free to download, and it's actually also very simple to use. So that's why I really love this particular video editing app. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through editing the full sequence with the VN Video Editor, but I'll show you the main features and how easy they are to use so that you can start doing your own videos and editing them on your phone using the VN Video Editor. So first, let's open the VN Video Editor. Let's click on the plus icon, new project, then it opens the latest iPhone footage from my camera roll. I'm gonna select a couple of them as an example. Let's select this one, and let's select this one. And then we're gonna click this to go forward, and here we have the timeline. And as you can see, on the uppermost layer, it says that tap to add music. So you can add music in this video editor, of course. Which basically means that this is a full-on video editor, and you can actually use this to make full-on YouTube videos. This means that you can now do very high-quality videos using just your phone for filming and editing by using the VN Video Editor, which is very cool. Just as an example, I'm gonna be editing just the footage to show you the main features. So let's start with this clip. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim the clip so that it isn't too long. I want it to start just before the notebook appears into the frame. And then I want the clip to end just as the notebook stops bouncing, right about there. And the second thing that I'm gonna do is actually by pinching we can extend the timeline. So the second thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to volume and I'm gonna dial down the volume all the way to 0%. The second thing that I'm gonna do is go to speed, and now I'm gonna do a slow motion effect on this one. There's two options. You can either go to curb, which basically means that you can do speed ramps, but for this clip I want the whole clip to be in slow motion. So by adjusting this, we can adjust the speed of the clip. So because this clip was shot in 120 frames per second, and I'm gonna edit it on a 24 frames per second timeline, that means that I can slow it down to 20%, which means that I can select 0.2x on the video editor. And let's click OK, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, looks pretty decent. Then the following clip, I'm gonna trim it, and I want it to start just as the pen is about to appear in the frame. There, you can see a part of the pen, and then I want it to end just as I have grabbed the pen, right there. Okay, and I'm gonna mute the volume again. And for this one, let's go to speed, and I'm gonna do a speed ramp. So I want this to start in slow motion and then speed up at the very end. And this was shot in 120 frames per second as well. So that means that we can slow it down to 20%. It doesn't have to be exactly 20%, but close enough. Right about there. Let's extend the slow motion just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I want it to be a little bit smoother. Okay, perfect. That looked very good. Looks pretty good. And by default, the VN video editor adds to the very end of the sequence this shot that says directed by VN. But by selecting the clip, you can delete it. There. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all of the footage to my computer and edit it on Premiere Pro so that I can do some color correction, color grading, do a bit of tweaking to the sequence to polish it. So I will show you the final sequence one more time right now. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about smartphone filmmaking, I highly recommend that you watch this video over here or this video over here, because I think you're really gonna like it. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.